For my A1 Applied Performance Assessment, I was excited to learn new ways of trying to get creative with songs. I chose Time Is Running Out by Muse, I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd, and Will We Talk by Sam Fender. In these songs, I learned to use elements such as structure, harmonization, dynamics to change the feel and even the genre of the songs to something that they were never originally. So one of the songs I did was I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd, and this is a pop R&B song, and I was really excited as I really love the original of this song. So I would definitely wanted to include this in my repertoire. A challenge I faced with this song is the chord sequence is very repetitive. The whole way through, it's G, F, A minor, the whole way through the song in all the sections. So I decided we should reharmonize this. So I found it was in the key of the A minor, and I worked out all the chords in this key, and I played about with orders that I thought these chords could go. So I kept the verse the same. So you definitely still had like the feel of the original song. But in the pre-chorus, I changed the chords to E minor, A minor, D minor. And in the chorus, I changed the chords to A minor, G, E minor. And I thought this added some interest as it was a bit unexpected when you heard the original verse first. So I also spoke to the session band because I felt it was lacking a bit of energy because it was so repetitive with the structure. So we made a structural change and we wanted to make it a bit shorter. So there's a breakdown in the song, and we moved that earlier to after the second chorus, and we elongated the I Can't Feel My Face higher part, and we kind of started with very minimal guitar and drum and bass parts and gradually ramped these up to really build up the section. I watched The Weeknd's performance on Later with Jules Holland, and I realized in the verses he sings a lot more staccato, as well as in the chorus he sings quite staccato, but definitely a lot more smooth in the higher I Can't Feel My Face parts and in the pre-chorus. So I definitely wanted to incorporate those elements into my own. I thought it was quite good to have the contrast. Will We Talk by Sam Fender was what we did in week 4. It's an alt pop song, and I was really interested to choose this song. There are a lot of areas for creativity because it's very simple. So in week 4, in class, I performed in a folk style of this song. We used shakers and like vastly different strumming patterns on guitar, and a lot more intricate melodies were played on guitar. And it had like a folky rhythm. It was in between like straight and swung. Here's a clip from the performance. Some feedback we got was that the song is very repetitive, so it's very difficult to keep interest and it's easy to start sounding boring. So we took this into account when I was meeting with the session band before the performance. We made dynamic change. So we had very little drums and guitar in the early verses, and in the beginning of the song especially, it's very mellow. There's not a lot of instrumentation going on, and the guitar plays a lot more intricate melodies as well. And we did some research on Mumford and Sons, as they're kind of very folky, and we thought it fit very well with the style, the kind of style they have. And they include like yells and shouts. So at the end of the bridge section, we decided to add like a shout instead of singing the last line of the bridge. Also, I changed the structure and to do 2 rounds of the bridge section where the drums play a lot more subtler. And I felt overall this song in the end fit very well with the folk style. Time is Running Out by Muse is originally a rock song, and I chose it because it's so different to what I'd usually perform. So I suggested to the session band that we did a more acoustic version. So we tried it with like acoustic guitar and drums and a very little amount of bass, but it really didn't kind of have the same feel as the original song, and I definitely wanted to keep that in this version. So the session band suggested that using kind of soul-y elements, definitely still making it more chill, like laid back acousticy. So there's a lot more improvised guitar parts that we added. To do this, we played kind of cleanly as well to make it more chill. We played it clean, definitely less percussive guitar and bass and drums, and the drummer played like cross stick to lower the harshness of the drums, because the drums in the original are very heavy and it's like a huge element of the song, as well as the bass line and guitar are very strong. So definitely lowered the intensity of this song. Yeah, and I sing very similar to the original, use very like drawn out notes. I feel it fit really well in the soul-y kind of laid back style. So overall, I felt I've learned so many more ways to explore my creativity with songs. I particularly enjoyed working reharmonizing, as it was like a subtle change, but it definitely made a massive difference to the listener. And I definitely want to develop this skill further. And I think probably the best way to go about this would be developing my skills in an instrument like guitar. So I'd be able to find more complex chord progressions. Yeah, thank you.